Now get you more reaction when it comes to the President's address tonight. Let's now bring in Action SA leader Mashaba, and he joins us now via our video link. Mr. Mashaba, thank you so much for your time this evening. Let's start off here. What is your reaction to the address from the President placing the Minister of Police on leave?
Well, good evening and good evening to the listeners. Obviously, I think, like most South Africans, really very disappointed with the indecisiveness of the President to rebuild the trust of our criminal justice system to South Africans. And I find it actually quite strange that, as you're aware, we are 3 years after the submission of the Zondo Commission report, R1 billion, and the report is gaining dust. And now, all of a sudden, we're coming out with another commission. But even more concerning is the fact that I just listened to the leader of the Democratic Alliance as a senior partner in the GNU, that they were never consulted about such a serious, important consideration. I think if you want, we as South Africans are serious about successful coalitions. Coalitions is about consultation, more especially on matters of such serious nature. You can study all the successful coalitions all over the world. The president, as much as the constitution does give them the right to appoint ministers, you appoint ministers in the event you've got absolute majority. But when you don't have majority, any serious consideration has got to be taken with your coalition partners. But in this particular case, I'm really surprised that the DA is happy with this arrangement, that they don't see anything wrong with it.
And staying with that arrangement, I mean, even the leader of the DA, they're also making a point to say that the President has the prerogative to hire and fire, particularly when it pertains to other parties not changing their ministers in the cabinet. Staying with that statement, we also heard from the leader of the ATM, also there going out of his way to saying that this decision, which was taken by the President, seems to have protected himself politically. What is your take? Do you think that this decision was mainly because of the President protecting himself?
Absolutely. There's absolutely no doubt whatsoever. As you can imagine, I mean, the president really absolved himself from actually taking the responsibility, taking decisions, critical decisions on behalf of the people of South Africa. So he's now obviously given this responsibility to outside forces. South Africans voted for this GNU or whatever you'd like to really call it, and you expect the president of the country to be someone who's going to be making the decisions on behalf of the people of South Africa. Unfortunately, we've got the president who is now giving this responsibility to outside structures, outside our constitutional framework. Really very disappointing. And as something that us as Action SA have always raised, this question of these useless deputy ministers. Now you can imagine the president even failed to announce who's going to be a caretaker minister in the next 2 weeks. But at the same time, we've got deputy ministers. Why can't you use one of the deputy ministers in the police to take over this role? And also, what is of concern to us as Action SA is to put the minister on leave of absence with all the privileges and the package which us as a country do not have. We have in 2 weeks' time are going to face a huge challenge as far as the budget is concerned, which the likelihood of this budget not passing are very high. So we've got a real huge challenge in our country that President Ramaphosa has been the biggest disappointment ever for actually to lead this country.
Mr. Mashaba, thank you so much for your time. That's Mashaba, the leader of Action SA, just giving us his insights in terms of the reaction to the President's address tonight.